Lucasfilm can't help themselves, can they? Despite everyone constantly telling them enough is enough. We don't want this crap that you're showing us. We don't want this. It's been like a decade of that. They continue to push these ideals and these agendas and thoughts that, hey, there are no strong women in Star Wars. Really? Look, I'm annoyed probably as much as the next person is with all of this, but enough is enough. So this just kind of resurfaced over the last couple days here. This is from a discussion back in 2015, Women in the World. And this is Charmin Obaid-Chinoy or Chinoy. I don't know. I'm terrible with foreign names. But she sits here, and this is an indication of what this Rey movie, she's the director of this upcoming Rey film. This is an indication of what to expect from that film. Just take a listen, because it's absurd.
Action to that.
Oh, absolutely. I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
Now let's take a look at Star Wars. That's not to say that there aren't women Star Wars fans. It's not to say that it's not important to showcase women in Star Wars. But she is the woman who's going to be not just directing any film, but directing a movie about a main character who is a woman who was quite possibly the most disliked main character ever in Star Wars. In 40 plus years, the most disliked character to grace our screens in a Star Wars title. And she likes to make men uncomfortable. She enjoys making men uncomfortable. But who cares that men make up the larger fan base of Star Wars? Who cares about that? Because it's all about pushing an ideal, an agenda. It's no longer about the story. It's no longer about let's put something on screen that's going to get people excited. Not just women, not just men, but everybody. Look, this is from 2015. I know people will come push at me and push at others who have been talking about this. Oh, this is 2015. No, things have only gotten worse since 2015. Things are so bad right now in Hollywood, with film, with TV. It's absurd. Yeah, my fiance the other day, she literally, we're watching Yellowstone, which you would think Yellowstone being about, good old cowboys and men, that there wouldn't be this agenda in it. But sure enough, even in that show, for no reason at all, they had to have the homosexual representation in it. It wasn't a plot point. There was no reason to even show it or do it, but it's there. And she looks at me and she goes, does everything have to do this now? And I looked at her and I said, that's how things are going. That's how things are going. The thing that just makes me laugh about this, though, and we talked about it last week, Star Wars doesn't know what they want to do. Because you have the Acolyte, which is all about women power. Do you see how much they paraded around all the women in that show during Star Wars Celebration? You see how they get a director like Charmin Obaid-Chinoy to direct a Rey film. A film about a protagonist that nobody really liked. That no one enjoyed her story. And they get a director that says things like, I enjoy making men uncomfortable. Let's see if she says anything else.
Not you, just not you. Not you.
Point taken.
But, it is important to be able to look into the eyes of a man and say, I am here, and recognize that.
Oh.
And recognize that I am working to bring something that makes you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable because you need to change your attitude. And it's only when you're uncomfortable, when you're shifty, when you have to have difficult conversations that you will perhaps look at yourself in the mirror and not like the reflection, and then say, maybe there is something wrong with the way I think, or maybe there is something wrong with the way I am addressing this issue.
Oh. Okay. So this is no longer about anything but just making men uncomfortable. That's what she wants to do. She just wants to make men uncomfortable. Star Wars doesn't know what they want to do. They're all about this woman empowerment, yet they go and, for the acolyte, hire a man to play dress up as a woman in the film, or in the series. So what is their agenda? Is it about women empowerment? Because going and hiring a man who thinks he's a woman to take a job away from a woman kind of contradicts their whole ideas and thoughts of feminism. Then they go and hire, this director, and she goes, and again, this is before she was hired, but you can see this is the type of mindset she has. This movie's going to be a disaster. And I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to sit there and put myself through something that is just an atrocity. I'm sick of them destroying Star Wars. I'm sick of them acting like there's never been a strong female character in Star Wars. I'm sick of them politicizing Star Wars. I'm sick of them trying to put these these ideals of gender identity into Star Wars. It's maddening. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know why people are putting up with it. And here's the thing, people aren't putting up with it. We're pushing back. There are so many people pushing back. Do they not understand that the sequel trilogy was quite possibly the most divisive 3 movies in one single franchise that has ever been? And one of the big reasons for that is the character of Rey. I've been on record saying that I think that they could fix Rey in the long run. I was even all for the idea of a Rey film. Not anymore. Not with this director, not with somebody who's going to sit there and act like they're so much better than everybody else and willing to acknowledge that she hates men. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. With all that said, I'll talk at all of you later.